We are poor little lambs who have lost our way. Baa Baa
Wow, what an opening scene, huh? I gotta tell you, I'm not kidding. When I titled this MSFS 2020 made a dream come true. 1975 to 1976, I believe, was the years that the Black Sheep Squadron TV series was on. And that series came on, like I said, in 1976. I was 11 years old. So that was one of the shows that I watched. Now, the show is loosely based on Major Gregory Pappy Boyington, the leader of a squadron of fighter pilots stationed on the Pacific Island during World War II. And, of course, the airplane that they flew is the Corsair. I think I fell in love with this airplane before I even knew any other airplane existed. I know that the TV show itself, I mean, now I do, I didn't at the time, but now I understand that it's not super accurate to history, but I watched it because of this airplane. That really is why I watched the show. And now I'm flying one, and not only that, I just took off from the base that the Black Sheep Squadron flew out of, and it's really pretty amazing to me. Now, the buildings obviously aren't there. Maybe someday somebody will do that. That would be pretty neat. But that base that I just took off of is the base, the strip that Pappy Boyington and his Black Sheep Squadron used. And if you want to know where it is, give me 1 second. It is, I just had it. Just had it written down. Oh, here it is. It is AGEV, that's Alpha Golf Echo Victor. Viva Airport in the Gizo Solomon Islands. So that, what I'm flying over right now here, what we're looking at is some of the Solomon Islands. And this plane is not an easy plane to fly. I can tell you that right now. I mean, obviously you can make it easy if you want to put it on simple mode. I don't do that. But it's not an airplane that you really ever can let go of a control. When you're diving, you gotta be full right rudders on a dive just to keep yourself flying straight and level. And I'm not meaning just a little, but I mean, you really gotta play these controls with quite a bit of strength and finesse, but at the same time, you really gotta watch this plane's numbers, her temperature, her attitude. Not an easy plane to fly, but what a beautiful, beautiful airplane. So this is the Milviz Corsair, and it is available in the Sim store. This is the FG-1D Corsair, which in a way to me is unfortunate because it's not one of Vought's Corsairs, one of the original. This was manufactured after they kind of fell behind. And so this is made by Goodyear. This is a Goodyear Corsair, not a Chance Vought Corsair. But, you know, it's a plane that had flown around for a long time. It stayed into, you know, active duty for a long time. It was that's the model that was used in the TV series Baa Baa Black Sheep. Now I think it belongs to a museum, but it's a awesome plane to fly. It's an awesome plane to dive in, and so I'm just doing my patrol here, similar to the Spitfire patrols that I do over the English Channel. And I actually have another video, although the performance wasn't quite what I wanted for the Sim. This is, I think, much smoother than what I was getting earlier when I was flying Biggin Hill Airport or Aerodrome region with the Spitfire. But this has just been really nice. So, like I said, I've been doing patrols of the English Channel with the Spitfire, and I got some other good American planes to fly over there. This beautiful girl belongs here in the Pacific. This is where she really made a name for herself. So the Black Sheep Squadron was known as the Black Sheep Squadron because everybody that went there was considered some sort of misfit or screwball of some sorts. They had no mechanics, they had to borrow planes, and yet the Black Sheep Squadron fought through all the major battles in World War II, and then they ended up going through and fighting in Korean War, specifically in the battles of Busan, Incheon. The Black Sheep Squadron has got quite a history, without a doubt, and this airplane is a big part of that history. Yeah, the total patrol that I fly is usually about 35 to 40 minutes is what I like to do for a patrol. It seems to be about right, and that's why I like having the canopies open. As you'll see, I clear the sky quite often, even though I'm just in the temperatures looking good. Yeah, okay. Gotta watch that temperature. It's so important. Like I said, there's been times when I've blown the engine, well, actually only once, because I've only flown this 3 times so far. But the first time, I had no idea. I didn't look at the manual, didn't look at the controls. And I'm just flying my way along, and all of a sudden, I hear this big, like, thump sound, and my entire cockpit is covered in oil. And I'm like, oh man. So of course the engine is stopping. And I must have blew the cylinder, I'm assuming with my cylinder tip. So now I try and keep an eye on that. But I was able to land. I mean, I was actually able to get it down on the ground. Completely ruined my propeller. All three blades were bent backwards. It was like a giant soup ladle on it. But it is a big propeller too, 22 foot diameter, I think. Yeah, well, those are rocket controls over here on the right. A lot of things are animated just like they should be, but of course Microsoft doesn't give you the weapon, so it's very cloudy. Although my Fokker ER1 triplane, I can fire machine guns with sound and gun barrel flashes, so I'm sure some of these other guys could. I mean, I would love to see the guns working on something like this, just for fun, you know. But they don't like that too much nowadays. But so far, this flight's going pretty good. I'm having a good time controlling it. Again, this isn't a plane that you can sit back. Look, I mean, you can't ever even take your feet off the rudder pedals in this girl and control that with either controlling your mixture or your different flaps, your cowl flaps, your oil flaps. Yeah, the other one's the temperature or temperature down, well, the plane's gonna go down. Kind of like maybe an extinct volcano over here. Turn a little to the left. I'm gonna do a little dive down. Practicing my diving and my strafing skills. I get it down really, really good with the Spitfire, but this one, oh, look at the reflection in the front. Oh, that's so awesome. This one here, the first time I did a dive like this, forget it, as soon as I got to the bottom of the dive, my airplane just flew apart. And I mean, I could tell it was coming because it was rattling something bad and I could not get it stopped. I think there's some brakes on a Corsair or some sort of a dive brake. I'll have to see if I can map it in one of my atmosphere controls. So controlling speed. Still getting somewhat of a stutter, but not as bad. I mean, flying here, I don't notice it too much. I spend a lot of time looking down right now, close, you know. But really, the frame rates I'm getting and the quality of everything, including my cockpit right now, my cockpit is super clear. And so I'm really enjoying that. Yeah, like I said, a little bit of a stutter, probably going to be more noticeable anyways in the recording than what I'm actually seeing. Hopefully that's something that might be resolved a little bit when the NVIDIA driver is finally released, the game-ready driver. I know a lot of people are talking about the studio version driver, which is the same driver, that's true, but they don't actually operate entirely the same because even Microsoft says that there are DirectX 12. Now DirectX 12 works, and it has worked, it's always worked, it's always been available, but it's had memory leak issues, it's had crash to desktop issues, well, it's a beta, you know, so it's got issues. But it still increases performance and quality if you can use it. It does. I mean, I've noticed that my quality is much clearer and sharper on the DX12 than on DX11. So DX12 does work. It just has issues. The new NVIDIA driver that's supposed to be coming out, the game-ready version, is supposed, according to Microsoft and what I've read and heard in other sources, the game-ready version is supposed to enable certain DirectX 12 optimizations. Now, it's not going to enable DirectX 12, like I said, that is already available. What it's going to do is enable certain optimizations that Microsoft Flight Sim can take advantage of. So So I'm really hoping that comes out soon. They were talking about releasing it when the sim update official release hit, and that obviously didn't happen. Now I guess the latest rumor is that it's going to happen when the new video card, the 4000 series, probably cost twice that to buy one. Probably $8,000 to buy a $4,000 series card. But I don't think they'll ever handle that. It would be neat if you could get an add-on that would add, you know, squadrons of planes just going by. Not necessarily, you know, enemy plane, but it would be neat if you just happen to look up and you saw, you know, a squadron of 5 or 6 planes going by, or you set them up to escort or go with, but still so dang awesome flying this aircraft at this location. The sound is incredible, man. The sound is tremendous, especially in the headset. You're using a virtual headset with the speakers. You get that good quality sound. Very quiet control this actually. We're going to head that island that is way in front of us. There. Here on the map, so you can see this chart, you get map and you got loadout. Map here first. So this island right here. We're gonna go. You can see you got a loadout here, you got artillery tank, tanks, and charge. Map here. Yeah, on the left side of that island here, to the left here, there's a little peninsula sticking out and a low airstrip there. We're gonna actually land there. Okay, start getting set up here in our landing configuration and see how well I can actually land. Now, like I said, I did have an emergency landing the very first time I flown this. This is now the third time that I've actually flown this aircraft. The second time is the one I was talking about where I was diving and I flew the dang wings off and then my diving too fast. Yeah, so the first time I blew the engine, ended up with oil all over the canopy, emergency landing. Second time, blew the damn wings off the thing. So let's see if we can do a landing here that Pappy would be proud of. Get down here to a nice level, a nice speed, get the landing configuration. See if we can fly to the level up here. Get a little dance. Kind of to the right, so if I can to the left, clear the trees, should clear the trees okay, but I kind of have to quickly get up to the right. Look how nice this cockpit looks. Man, I can't get over how well I can read everything. And some of the features that I got turned on, I'm taking off from airports and seeing stuff that I've never been able to fly with before. Some of the different add-ons that you see at the airport on baggage cards, all the different utilities and traffic cones and safety barriers and all that stuff. I never really see that. I never fly with that kind of stuff on, but now I do. Good speed, a little bit of fast. I know the stall speed on my aircraft is a little right. Yeah, I think Pappy'd be proud of this landing. Oh, that was nice. Oh man, dream come true. Hey, alright, thanks for watching and we'll see you in the sky.